star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games. And he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now Golden State's starting 5. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Dominguez steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Dort in at the 3. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? 2 teams that really like to shoot the 3.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. It's a 3-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
5 to shoot. SGA against Curry. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Thunder head coach had a few moments to share with me. On the topic of Curry, coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Guys, back over to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Podziemski with it. Wallace covering. Green with a screen on Wallace. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And the basket by SGA.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Outside, Green. Pass to Podziemski. Butler against Dort. Outside Butler. And yes, it's good.
That is a strong move by Butler. So tough in there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to SGA. Pulls up on the wing. Green with the rebound. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're on the break. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got 5.
Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Isaiah Hartenstein, third.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
On defense, the Thunder. Butler kicks to Curry. Green with a screen on SGA. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 on the clock. Elbow shot is on the way. And again, no good by Golden State.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
And a miss there on the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 3. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
Now, here's George after the miss from Stephen Curry.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
That one doesn't go. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
It's tipped. Here's Curry, and there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
SGA against Curry. They get it again. Hartenstein. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
That free throw good from Hartenstein. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams. Here's Holmgren. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Nice shot by SGA.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Draymond Green. He's averaging 8 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
On defense, Oklahoma City. They lead by 4. Butler finds Kuminga. Butler against Dort, and it's Butler missing.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now, here's Holmgren. He has yet to score. Three-pointer. Wallace misses. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
And the Warriors miss again. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hartenstein. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That is a tough bucket by Hartenstein, able to battle through that contact.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Here's Podziemski. Last game we saw him score 14. It's Butler that time on the assist by Curry.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Buries it from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Now Butler. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Wallace left side. Pass to SGA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Curry finds Butler. Here's Kuminga. No good with the triple. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Wallace. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Dort. Holmgren outside. Hartenstein with the screen on Curry. And the basket by SGA.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Butler with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Podziemski with it. Wallace covering. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Green. It's deflected.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Hartenstein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame. No question.
And the first one drops. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Stolen away. Pass to Spencer. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for SGA. .135 left in the first. Williams a screen for three. Mitchell. That shot missing. Warriors trail by 6. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Clock at 4. Here's Caruso. And Horford pulls it down. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Caruso finds Mitchell. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Doesn't go that time.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Outside Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. They kick out to Hield. Offensive rebound. Whoa! He flew in there. Wow! And that one is stuffed right through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They're going with Hield and Butler on the wings. Horford is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. Pass to Butler. Here's Spencer. Golden State moving it around. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. No good from outside. The Thunder leading by 4. To the inside. And stolen by Horford. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Hield can't hit. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Wiggins outside. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Spencer, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Wiggins outside. Here's the triple. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For the Thunder, Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Cason Wallace comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. The Warriors also with a sub. Payton's checked in. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Wallace the pass to SGA. Williams kicks to Dort. Pass to Wallace. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now Jackson Davis. They kick out to Hield. Misses the three. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Wallace. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 4. Payton surveying the floor. Bounce pass, Butler. Three-pointer, Hield. Rebound by Williams.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Wiggins passes to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Butler. Butler with the bucket down low.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Hield against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort kicks to SGA. Shea against tight D.
And when you watch Shea play, you sometimes forget he's 6'6" with sneaky length that helps him around the rim.
Horford sets a screen for Hield. Off target with his 3.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
SGA double team. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hield kicks to Butler. It's SGA at the elbow. Got it! Shea with a physical drive. Now here's Hield. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Butler. Horford with a screen on Wallace. Outside, Horford. And the Warriors miss again. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Wallace. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. On the wing, Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. And SGA gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. SGA's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Podziemski's coming in for Peyton. And Curry subbed in for Buddy Hield. And he makes that one. Butler's got 12 in the game.
And when Jimmy Butler is this confident, he is a nightmare to contain. Butler just takes over games with his scoring.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Dort.
Butler is a very physical player. He wants to get into your body and draw the whistle.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
That sounds like a good blueprint. It's tipped. Butler, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
SGA against Butler. Count it, good. SGA's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
Butler on the wing, defended by Dort. Podziemski on the wing. Here we go, one-on-one. Butler against Dort. Comes up empty down low. Warriors trail by 7. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And here is Holmgren. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea hits from outside.
Wow, that is so quick by Shea on the catch and release.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Golden State. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
And that IQ of Green, just sizing up defenses and making the right read in that pick and roll.
And stolen by Horford. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. It's stolen by Dort. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Off target from outside. The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Wallace. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Kuminga kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Curry's got 6 points.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Holmgren against Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. From deep, pass GA. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry, a screen on Wallace. Back to Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Buries the long-range jumper. Podziemski's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
Fields checked in for Draymond Green. Outside, Dort. Back to SGA. Hartenstein with a screen on Curry. Down low and stolen by Horford.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
SGA against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. With 1 on the clock. Steph Curry, what a finish!
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Warriors.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's Curry. And we get a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Draymond Green. Allie, what have they told you?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. While not severe, this is still a serious diagnosis that usually keeps guys off the court for a short period. Back to you.
Allie, thanks as always.
Yeah, these bumps and dings happen to everybody in this league, but he'll get treated, and hopefully we'll see him soon.
Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes. So don't worry about that. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. SGA's shot is good.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Butler deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. And no good that time. Nice defense from Dort. And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Outside, Dort. Ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
You know what to do. We talked about adjustment. So let's execute.
Warriors trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Just 5 on the clock. From the high post. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Dort's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Butler passes to Horford. Kuminga bounce pass. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. SGA on the wing. And the Thunder another 3.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Horford. Now Butler. Defended by Dort. Back to Butler. Here's Podziemski. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry against SGA. Dort a screen on Kuminga. Holmgren finds Hartenstein. Wallace with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. Wallace misses. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Podziemski. Count that one. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Out to Wallace. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And the Thunder lead by 10. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. Second, the Thunder.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And so here is Golden State. It's a 10-point game. Butler against Dort. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked.
That is just elite defense there by Hartenstein. If he is in position, he is more than capable of blocking shots.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Just 2 to shoot. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 32. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Pass to Podziemski. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Kuminga against SGA. Back to Hartenstein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hartenstein's got 8.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Kuminga. Over Holmgren. Oh, and the rejection by Holmgren. From 13. And the dunk by Hartenstein. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, trailing by 13. Here's Podziemski. Wallace covering. Horford sets a screen for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
For the Thunder, Wiggins is checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Kuminga. And it's Buddy Hield in for Jimmy Butler. Holmgren with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. 6 to shoot. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 10. Podziemski on the wing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Horford. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Holmgren. And he gets the bucket. Holmgren's got his second basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Podziemski finds Curry. Back to Podziemski. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Oklahoma City leading by 12. In the corner, Wallace with it. Holmgren the pass to Dort. And here is Caruso. Back to Dort. A three ball. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 12. And stolen by Wallace. Holmgren up top. Caruso against Hield. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Pass to Horford. Golden State moving it around. Outside Curry. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Dort. 1:27 left to play in the third. Holmgren in the post. Guarded by Horford. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Oh, good defense. Holmgren just too tall, and boy, is he skilled.
Caruso against Hield. Pass to Horford. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Curry. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Joe comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Case and Wallace. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Isaiah Joe. The Warriors also with a sub. Rose checked in. .58 seconds left in the third quarter. Hield against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Hield against SGA. Pass to Rowe. Just 4 to shoot. Now here's Hield. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Mitchell finds Caruso. SGA against Hield. Left side, SGA. The baseline J. Good as the jump shot falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. And so it's Oklahoma City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Butler. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Horford and Richard. Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler from the arc. Rebound by Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And they pick up 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Butler passes to Hield. Shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To the inside. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Mitchell outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Here's Spencer. Now Jackson-Davis. Outside Butler. Shoots over Caruso. And it's Butler missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the 13-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Horford kicks to Butler. And they double up Butler. Three-pointer Hield. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Caruso. Williams, a screen on Butler. Caruso, and he's good on the 3-ball. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here is Butler, defended by Caruso. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. From downtown, Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 11. To the middle, here's SGA. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Left side, Horford. And stolen by Wiggins. Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Count it. And that's 12 points for Isaiah Hartenstein. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Mitchell. Golden State also making some changes. Quentin Post is checked in for Horford. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Pass to Butler. Now Post. He's defended by Hartenstein. Butler against Holmgren. Butler dishes to Heel. On its way from Curry for two, and the Warriors tack on two more.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wallace. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Outside Curry. Back to Pajemski. Holmgren against Butler. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Kuminga's come in for Golden State. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 9-point game. Dort against Kuminga. Dort passes to Holmgren. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Man, it's like he's jumping off a trampoline. Kuminga that time going high for the jam.
Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Curry passes to Kuminga. Curry looking around. To the inside. Post. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. Wallace outside. Screen by Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. Dort kicks to Holmgren. To end the cold streak, knocks down the 3-ball.
Oh, good awareness right there from Holmgren. Making sure to get off a great look in time.
Pass to post. Here's Curry. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Butler against Dort. Kicks it out to Holmgren. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Podziemski finds Butler. Takes a 3. Can't hit that one. Nice defense from Dort. Outside, SGA. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace misses.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Stolen by Dort. Lets it go from deep. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Warriors trail by 13. Pass to Podziemski. SGA against Curry. To stop the run. Thunder with the rebound. Outside, SGA. Outside, Hartenstein. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Butler with the rebound.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Here's Kuminga. Curry fires. 3. Good.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
The Thunder leading by 10. Dort outside. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. And he banks the layup in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. What focus by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I don't know what else to say about SGA. He is so creative and fearless handling that basketball.
Butler outside. Curry is inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covered. Tough finish. Curry.
Well, if you're going to foul Curry, you better make sure he doesn't get a shot off, because this is exactly what can happen.
The Warriors making a switch here. Horford's checked in. That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
SGA against Curry. Now here's Holmgren. He's tightly guarded. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 2. A 20-foot jumper. Good.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Here's Holmgren. 27 seconds left in the game. Hartenstein. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.